Hello everyone, welcome to another Genius class by Life Genius India, a community of people passionate about home life, cooking and fabric care. We are so excited to welcome you, but for now we are going to talk to some of our members. Some of them are returning people and some of them have joined us for the very first time, and they are all excited to learn about desserts with Shivesh Bhatia, who will just be walking in a few minutes and taking everyone through 2 recipes of his own making. Let's go. So we have Ishika over here. Ishika, come. Sharma, nahi? Come here. Yeah. And do you like desserts or are you like a baker?
Actually, I am more like a dessert lover. I'm not that of a baker. I'm not into cooking at all.
So you like eating but not cooking?
Yeah.
Lovely. So you've never experimented with desserts or baking or anything of the sort?
I had tried it, but it never worked out really well.
But is there anything else that you're looking forward to in this class?
Well, collaborating with such a lot of strength of people around who are creators and somebody like people are bakers and all of that. I think it would be a great experience and I'm really looking forward to it.
Lovely. Thank you so much for joining us, Ishika. Have a lovely time. We have Rishabh here with us, who is also a first-time attendee for a Life Genius class. Rishabh, do you like making desserts?
Yes, I really have a sweet tooth. That's why I'm attending this.
And what dessert are you looking forward to making today?
The kunafa mud cake.
The kunafa mud.
Yes.
And what about this class has you really excited?
The mud cake.
All right, we will see you at another Life Genius India, right?
Sure.
He's so excited.
Biggest genius class of this year. So the moment we have all been waiting for. He's a self-taught baker, a best-selling author, and one of India's favorite chefs and creators. Please give a huge round of applause for our dessert genius, Shivesh Bhatia. Hi Shivesh, hi. So all of these people. Okay, let's do the show of hands again. How many of you are fans of Shivesh? Look at that. So many people have turned up here to meet you, see you, and basically learn from you. It's great to have you here. Before we sort of begin, we just have a few quick questions for you. So you are one of our country's beloved chef, and your desserts are just out of this world. Thing of dreams. So you are completely self-taught, right? So how did your journey with baking and your love for baking begin?
So I think honestly for me it's been passed down to me from my mom and to her from my nani. I'd always grown up seeing cakes made at home. In fact, my nani used to make everything at home from scratch, even things like tomato ketchup which normally everybody would just buy from the store. She would make that at home, ice creams at home, and always cakes. So for all my birthdays, we would have one cake coming in from a bakery, but one which would always be made at home. So I think I would always, as a kid, just watch them bake from scratch, and it's just something that I never thought that I'll take up on in such a big way. But here we are. I think it was meant to be, is how I see it.
And as someone who's written multiple cookbooks, what is the most rewarding part of, sharing your recipes with the world?
I think the best part and the most rewarding part is when somebody sends me a picture on DM, or when I meet somebody and they tell me that it was, somebody's birthday or somebody's anniversary, or they were celebrating a special occasion and they used a recipe from my books or my blog to bake the cake or the dessert that they were celebrating with. So I think just becoming a very small part of their celebrations is my most exciting part. And so when somebody tells me that they tried a recipe and they liked it, I think that just makes all the work worth it.
Lovely. Is there anybody here who's tried one of Shivesh's recipes? Oh, wow. Oh, lovely. Okay. So I will just step off the stage. I will hand over the floor to you now. Everyone, have fun.
Okay, great. So I'm very excited to bake with all of you. I'm gonna first, you have all your ingredients here. I'm gonna quickly grab something from the fridge, and I'll also tell you something very cool that I love about the LG French door refrigerator, and that is its fresh converter plus feature, where you can basically store everything that you need and all the ingredients that you have in. You can select them and the fridge will automatically adjust the temperature accordingly, which I think is such a lifesaver. Meanwhile, you guys can start taking the plastic off. It's a super simple recipe, the base for which is a chocolate cake that we'll make first. Alright, so you guys would all have this bowl on your stations. That's what we're going to make the batter in, right? And again, as I said, the base of this recipe is a very simple and a very quick chocolate cake. I don't know if you guys have already tried this recipe from my Instagram, but it's something which is my go-to and I make it all the time because it literally only takes 2 minutes to make. So we'll start by adding in the sugar and the sunflower oil that we have into the bowl. And if you guys have any questions at any point, please feel free to ask. And now let's just mix both of these things together. If anybody's lagging, just tell me and we'll wait for you to catch up. Perfect. Both the ingredients are nicely mixed together. And now into this, let's add in the milk. Once this is done, and we'll mix the milk in as well. How many of you guys have already tried some version of a Dubai kunafa chocolate or dessert already? Okay, not too many people, which I'm surprised because I thought that everybody is obsessed. I've honestly been making so many desserts. I've tried so many store-bought chocolates, the same version of the dessert as well. And I just feel like the flavors and the textures just work so well together. So I'm kind of obsessed with the entire thing. All right, are we good? And now into this, let's add in our maida. Along with the cocoa powder and the baking powder. And now we'll just give it one final mix to get the batter ready. The batter is ready. Everybody's done with the batter. And you would all also have a container like this. So we can transfer the batter in, and this is what we'll be baking the cake in. We'll actually just be eating it straight out of the box, so it's completely up to you. We'll not be demolding the cake, we'll be assembling it in the dish. So if you want to grease it slightly. Otherwise, that's totally avoidable also. You can directly just put the batter in. Great, all right guys, I think we are all ready to put the cake into the microwave. And this is a good time for me to introduce you to the LG convertible oven, where you get microwave bhi, air fryer bhi. And trust me when I say this, if you want to make your cooking convenient, this is literally going to be your best friend, because it comes with an auto cook menu with 431 recipes. And you know what that means, right? Even if you try one new recipe every single day of the year, you're still not going to run out of recipes and new ideas, which I think is great for people like you and me who love to bake and who love to cook. So let's do that. Our dishes goes in for 2 minutes. So guys, while we are waiting for the cakes to cook and cool down, we have a surprise segment here, which I am very excited about. Alright guys, so what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of a microwave? For me, I think most people use it to reheat their food, or maybe to make something quick and simple like we're doing today with a mug cake, or maybe to cook, say, frozen food. But have you guys ever thought about making something like a samosa or a gujia in the microwave? And I feel like for me that used to feel like a distant dream at one point, but now with the LG convertible oven, you could honestly make everything from your samosas to pakoras to gujia to meaty matti in this. And in fact, this also has an air fry menu with 60 recipes. And because I love you guys so much, I thought that it'll be so fun to pick one recipe from the LG convertible oven air fry menu and make it for you today. And honestly, there were endless, incredible options, but because I'm me, I'm gonna make chocolate cookies for you guys. And again, super simple, super quick recipe, so you guys can watch this one. The first thing that I'm gonna do is combine melted butter and sugar together. And we'll mix it. I don't have a bigger bowl, unfortunately, so we are working with what we have. And once this is combined in, I'm also going to add in all the maida. Let me do that in batches. Alright, I'm going to add the rest of the maida as well and the cocoa powder. Alright, and now I'm just going to mix this together, much easier now, to make the cookie dough. Alright, so the dough is ready. All you now need to do is to shape it into your cookies. Alright, the cookies are ready to go in. All you need to do now is go to the LG ThinQ app, select the countertop option, go to LG recipe, select air fry menu, select chocolate cookies and press start. And now I need volunteers to taste this. Which Lavanya is going to pick?
All right, somebody from that row, the person who has two hands up. Right. Yes. You. Yes, you in the gap shirt.
उन्हें believe ही नहीं हो रहा है, वो मान ही नहीं रही है. आप ही आ जाइए, आ जाओ, हाँ.
Yeah. And okay. How many more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
And pass on this thing.
Yeah.
Introducing the new LG convertible oven. Microwave bhi, air fry bhi. Enjoy your favorite snacks guilt-free and make everything from samosas, gujiyas, pakoras and more with a dedicated air fry auto cook menu featuring 60 air fry recipes that only take minutes to make. Alright guys, now you would see that you have a pistachio paste and the toasted katefi on your counter. Now all we need to do is to mix both of them together to make the filling for the cake. So just add the toasted katefi into your pistachio paste and mix it together. Now we can put all of this and spread it into an even layer on the cake. Yes, spread it on top of the cake like this. Now all we need to do is to combine the melted chocolate and you'll have a little bit of oil. Just mix both of them together to make a simple chocolate glaze. Everybody has their glaze. Now we'll just pour it over our pistachio layer. Garnish it with the pistachio, the chopped pistachio that you guys have at your counters. And there you go. This is ready. And I'm going to come and just see what everybody else is also up to.
I have a baking question actually. Like we're adding the oil in here, so sometimes it gets a little oily, like in the tin or maybe the butter paper, the liner, it gets oily sometimes.
Yeah.
Is there any solution or we need to measure properly?
You need to measure properly, mix it in very well with your sugar while you're mixing it. And if the quantity is not too much, sometimes it happens if the recipe has too much quantity of oil, that is when while baking it separates if it's not mixed well. But if you follow the recipe to the T, it'll not be a problem.
So my question is, like as you said कि आपने घर में parents को ही देखा है, मैंने भी मेरी मम्मा को देखा है, तो she used to whisk a lot.
Okay.
केक को, ठीक है ना? एक ही डायरेक्शन में करना है, बार-बार करना है. But now the things has changed. We just mixed it and it's done.
Correct.
So what's the difference? Like why we used to whisk it earlier और अभी ऐसा क्यों नहीं कर?
ये earlier इसलिए fix कर सकते हैं because mummies basically कुछ भी कर सकती हैं. I've realized literally how my mom still makes the cake even till now is that she eyeballs everything. She dumps it into the mixer and वो मिक्सी बस चला देती हैं and वो मिक्सी चल रही है and वो साथ में कुछ और कर रही है and I'm just like उस बैटर का क्या होगा? But when it comes out of the oven, it is somehow always so soft and fluffy. And but you know that's the thing, you're not supposed to overmix your batter, especially after adding in your maida and your dry ingredients. If you overmix your batter, you're basically knocking out all the air. So and everything that I've learned about baking, the entire science of baking that I've learned, all those rules are defied by my mummy and still her cake ends up turning up. And I think it's also because she's been doing it for so many years and she does that same recipe, so she knows exactly, like even if she's eyeballing the ingredients, she knows exactly how much that needs to go. So I have preferred to take a lot of inspiration from her but still stick to my processes of baking, and I think that's very important, that even if you've learnt it from somebody else, it's very important to adapt it to a style that works the best for you. So if you feel that baking is not your strong point, I would highly recommend to follow the recipe to the T, to make sure all your measurements are accurate and on point and you're mixing only as much as it's needed. Hi everyone, thank you so much for waiting patiently. We can start with the next recipe now. But before I do that, I want to quickly talk to you guys once about the LG French door refrigerator, just how well structured it is. So it's got a fresh tray where you can basically store your ingredients in small quantities, and it's also got separate fruit and veggie trays, which I think is very, very cool. And the best part is that the entire fridge follows a 70-30 ratio, where 70%, as you can see, is the refrigerator for your daily needs and 30% is the freezer below. Yeah? Perfect. So now coming to the recipe, we are doing a tres leches cake with Indian flavors, and it's one of my favorite desserts to eat because I just personally love these flavors quite a lot. You guys would also all have a bowl like this at your stations. And we'll start by making the sponge of the recipe. Let's start with the oil and the sugar. Put that into your bowls. So this is some milk which has been infused with saffron. So we are also going to add that in as well. The kesar infused milk. So we have added in the sugar, oil and the kesar infused milk. The less quantity of the kesar milk along with the vanilla extract and the yellow food color, which is optional. Alright, so basically all your liquid ingredients we've added in the oil, the sugar, kesar milk, vanilla and the yellow food color. Everything goes in and we mix it together. Alright, now into this we'll add in the maida and the baking powder. And we'll mix it. Whoever has their batter ready can start transferring it into this small tiffin situation that you would have probably under your counter. Alright, I think we can have the kitchen team help everybody get their cakes into the LG convertible oven. Guys, while you're waiting for this thing to cook, can we start making the soak for the recipe? Yeah? So you can grab, do you all have another bowl? So you can grab that, and all we need to do is to combine our milk and condensed milk. This already has some cream as well and it's infused in kesar. So you just need to combine this with the condensed milk, right? And we'll use this later to soak the cake. Perfect. Whoever has their cakes ready, can I see a show of hands? It's out of the oven for, or not too many people. So for whoever is ready, you can use a fork or a toothpick or a skewer, whatever you have, to poke the cake like this everywhere. This is just to ensure that the liquid that we'll be soaking the cake in gets nicely absorbed. And you can slowly and gradually start adding the milk, condensed milk, cream mixture over the cake. Perfect. So just use a toothpick or a skewer to prick the entire surface, and then use the soaking liquid and pour that entire thing over your cake. I can see that with some people the liquid hasn't soaked in completely. Luckily for mine, it's completely been soaked already. So what I'm going to do is start putting some whipped cream on top. In case you still have some liquid floating on top, maybe you could put it back into the bowl and finish the cake with the cream. Yeah? So you would already have some cream in the piping bag, and you could basically decorate it the way you like. The cake is still hot, so the cream will end up melting, but we'll cover it nicely with almonds on top so you can be creative and do it the way you like. And you would all have chopped almonds on your station to just garnish the cake. And there you go. This is what the final cake looks like. So I also want to say a big thank you to everyone for taking out an entire day and spending it with me today. I've genuinely had so much fun baking with all of you, and I hope that we can do more of these, and I keep meeting you guys at all of these different events. I hope everybody had a lot of fun and that you enjoyed your day, and yeah, I hope to see all of you very soon. Thank you so much. Join the Life Genius India community on Facebook to become a part of a thriving community passionate about home life, cooking and fabric care. Participate in contests, activities and missions to get a chance to win exciting prizes including LG products. And what's more, joining the community instantly gets you an exclusive 10% discount coupon redeemable on select LG products.